Let's talk about something huge, a massive shift happening right now in our digital world. Seriously, imagine for a second if all the information and expertise you share every single day could actually build real, lasting wealth for you. We're going to break down exactly how that's becoming a reality. So let's start with a simple question. But the answer has been, well, pretty one-sided for years. Every time you search for something, post online, or share what you are creating value. But who's really cashing in on all that? And this really gets to the heart of the problem. Your data, your knowledge, it's been the fuel for these trillion-dollar AI and tech giants. But the people actually creating all that value, people like you, have been left with, crumbs. Maybe a tiny one-time payment if you're lucky. Okay, let's really break this down. Over here on the left, you've got the old way. You contribute your expertise, you get a one-off payment, and that's it. Your contribution gets used over and over and over again, but your earning potential is totally capped. Now look to the right. This is the new way that's emerging, and it's all about perpetual value. It's a system of royalties, where your knowledge becomes a source of continuous, ongoing income. So this brings us to our first major idea. The solution here isn't just some small tweak to the old system. No, it's a complete paradigm shift. We are moving into a world where your data is no longer a disposable commodity. It's becoming a true ownable asset. The key term for all of this is data assetization. It might sound a bit fancy, but the concept is actually super simple and incredibly powerful. It means your knowledge gets transformed into an asset that generates income for you whenever it's used, kind of like owning stock that pays dividends or a property that earns rent. So how does this actually happen? Well, instead of just a simple transaction, your contributions are converted into unique digital tokens. We call them tokenized assets, and these tokens represent your ownership. They're then plugged into a system that automatically pays you royalties every single time your data gets used. Okay, so you're probably wondering, how is any of this even possible? And the answer lies in technology that was built from the ground up for trust and for transparency. The absolute foundation of this entire system is the blockchain. By recording every single contribution on a distributed ledger, we create a permanent, unchangeable, and totally verifiable record of ownership. This isn't just someone's promise that you own it. It's irrefutable proof that's baked right into the technology itself. And this right here shows you the key tools that make it all happen. You've got cryptographic fingerprints to prove where the data came from. You've got programmable ownership, which means you can even split royalties. Of course, there's privacy-preserving encryption for security and access controls, but the real magic, it's in the automated royalty streams. These are powered by smart contracts, basically self-executing code that handles all the payments instantly and without needing a middleman. It just works. Now, for you, the person contributing, the whole process is incredibly straightforward. It really just boils down to this simple three-step loop. You contribute your knowledge, it gets secured on the blockchain to lock in your ownership, and then you earn royalties from it forever. Simple as that. All right, so this all sounds amazing in theory, right? But is it actually working in the real world? Let's look at the proof, because this is not just a concept. It's already out there generating massive value. Just take a look at this number. 560 million. That is the number of annotations, so individual pieces of valuable data that have already been contributed to the platform. This is not some small-scale experiment. It's a massive, thriving ecosystem. And it's not just about the volume. It's about the quality and the impact. 46 million of those annotations are specifically identifying high-risk crypto addresses. This is super specialized work that's helping prevent fraud and protect the entire digital asset world. And who's doing all of this incredible work? A community of over 100,000 contributors. This is a massive collaborative effort. People from all over building a totally new kind of data economy from the ground up. Now, while this model really proved itself in the crypto space, its applications are, well, they're not limited at all. This framework for turning knowledge into assets can be applied across a huge range of industries. I mean, just look at this table. In healthcare, you have expert pathologists helping to train AI for better cancer diagnosis. In advertising, it's enabling privacy-first targeting that's 10 times more efficient. In robotics, it's being used for critical sensor data labeling. Every single one of these applications creates a brand new royalty stream for the experts who contributed their knowledge. So let's zoom out for a second and really look at the big picture here. What does all of this really mean? It's not just about earning some extra income. It's about a fundamental shift in power. It's nothing short of an ownership revolution. This slide illustrates that shift perfectly. In the old model, you were a service provider. You did a task, you got a one-time payment, that's it. In this new model, you become a stakeholder. You have perpetual ownership, so your earnings can grow as the value of your contribution grows over time. You have a real, genuine stake in the outcome. And this quote just perfectly sums up the whole idea. When knowledge becomes a programmable, ownable asset, contributors transition from service providers to stakeholders in AI's future. Think about that. You're no longer just feeding data into someone else's system. You're actually building your own wealth inside of it. And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. Just imagine a world where every single piece of insight, every bit of expertise, every piece of knowledge you share could generate income for you indefinitely. What would that unlock for you? What could you create or build or achieve if your knowledge paid you forever?